ain't drip shit, you know.
Hey YouTube, it's your host Taya J, and I'm back with another episode on the Glow Talk. And on today's show, we have a very special guest. She is an entrepreneur, also known as a female boss, Sassy. Hey Sassy, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you guys?
We're good. We are good. So Sassy, for people who do not know who you are or not familiar with the work that you do, can you give, people watching insight on who you are and what you do?
Well, first and foremost, I'm a child of God, and I'm a mother.
Okay.
I run a alteration dressmaking shop with my mom here in Cleveland, Ohio, called Custom Fit. I also run Curves on Quads Productions, which is more so really a movement, but I host an event called Curvy every March around my birthday, which is March 13th.
Okay.
And I also am a viral skater, which that was just an accident how that happened. I didn't even say it was an accident. Folks just kind of caught me in action, and that's just how it kind of happened. So now it's like every time I get filmed, it happens on its own. It ain't nothing that I'm trying for.
Right.
I just found out I went viral on TikTok the other day, and I didn't even
Oh
know.
wow.
I just found out last night. My friend was like, "Have you seen?" I was like, "Nah, I'm barely even on TikTok." So yeah, but that's me in a nutshell. It's nothing too much.
Nice. Yeah. You stated that you and your mom have a prom dress business that you guys run together. Can you give us a little bit more in detail about what that is, how that works, and just how that came together?
So we do alterations and make dresses. So it's an all year round thing. What happened is in 1994, my dad decided to give my mom a business that she opened up in downtown Cleveland. So that's been her thing. She went to school for it and everything. Wow. I was birthed into it, I guess you can say. Because what happened was when she opened the business, I started sneaking on her machines. So she was like, I guess since you're going to be sewing and sneaking to do it, I might as well teach you how to do it right. And that's just kind of my side of it blossomed into it. And I've just been working with her ever since. So it's definitely a true passion of both of ours, because I'm even able to sketch and everything. And I didn't go to school for that. Yeah.
That is dope.
Yeah. So I would draw out like our prom girls' dresses right in front of them, because a lot of them would come with like different photos and stuff, and I would collage them together and make a sketch of what their dress would look like, a render of what their dress would look like in front of them.
That's dope.
Thank you.
That's super duper dope. It got me wishing I was still in high school. Give me a prom dress, cause yes.
And I made all three of mine. I went to 3 proms.
Oh yes.
We do more than just prom dresses though. Like we've done work for artists before, like Instagram and stuff was big. My mom had the opportunity to sew for the lead singer of Journey before they got the Chinese guy, the one who looked like the original singer. So she got to sew for him every time he would come to town. He would come and get something made. She sewn for the Isley Brothers, Bill Cosby. We had Jim Tomey. We had not a contract, but a real great relationship. One of the cast coaches, John Lucas was his name. And after practice, he would like come over and chill with us and get clothes done. So yeah, we do more than just that, than prom dresses, but that's been how we've got our name has gotten out there through prom. Yeah.
Okay, well, say less. I know that I can come and get some customizations done.
Yeah, because we do travel.
You know.
I do travel outside of Ohio to design for people. So I like to do fittings. My mom likes to do a lot of fittings, but it's not like I can't do something for someone who's outside of Ohio. It's just that I always recommend people to have a seamstress where they are, so they can also get whatever needs to be altered if need be. Yeah.
Okay, nice. You stated in that whole explanation that you didn't go to college for designing clothes. Has there ever been a time through this whole journey of doing alterations and making dresses that you felt you needed to go to school, or you felt that you missed out on, you know, some knowledge as far as business wise with that you could have gotten from school? Or are you just like, nope, don't need school for it, like knowledge on my own?
Not necessarily. The only
Mm-hmm.
thing I would have loved to have had from school is just the ability to have the resources.
Mm,
Uh, but it's not like nowadays you can't look up a lot of that stuff online.
right.
Yeah, so that would have been the only thing I wanted from school. I learned a lot from my mom. And like I said, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of folks go to school to learn how to sketch. That kind of came normal to me. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I actually did go to school for one
Mm-hmm.
semester to a
Mm-hmm.
school called Ursuline College to their fashion program.
Okay.
And yeah, that didn't work out so well.
Hey, it is okay. Like they say, school is definitely not for everybody. And honestly, with a lot of professions nowadays, you don't even need college. People watching, I am not saying don't go to school, but in a lot of cases, you don't need it. You know, with different professions. We also spoke about that you have the curvy skating line. I do not want to mess up the name, so if you could give us
Okay.
that name again.
Curves on quads is what it's called.
Yes, curves on the quad. How, like, the name is what caught me from the beginning. I was like, curves on quads. Yes, I love that. It just sounds so empowering, so beautiful, just super, super strong title for everything that this skating line stands for. So, with that being said, can you give everybody some more detail on curves on quads? How did you come up with the name?
So the name Curves on Quads came about because that was basically what people was describing me when they see me on my
Mm-hmm.
skates. A curvy girl on her skates, but we call roller skates quads. So that was basically what
Okay.
everybody's saying when they see me on my skates, because I would
Mhm.
skate and I would do tricks like some of the skinny girls, and I
Mhm.
still trying to figure out like what are y'all talking about? I don't do as much as they do, but I
Mhm.
guess I did more than the normal big girl on skates. Which after I seen a
Wow.
couple, I'm like, yeah, I can understand now.
Uh huh.
So I took the name and I actually took it to create clothing for women of my caliber, because
Mhm.
a lot of the skate world, the people who do clothes for
Mhm.
the skaters, they did not
Mhm.
cater to the bigger skaters. So
Mhm.
I originally took Curves on Quads and created clothes for the bigger skaters, and that
Mhm.
was the original intent for Curves on Quads. So
Mhm.
then I ended up doing. I wanted to throw a birthday party for myself. It was my
Mhm.
30th,
Okay.
and was it my 30th? No, my 31st actually, 31st. And I
Okay.
decided to throw a skating event.
Mhm.
So the skating event, actually, for my first one, I had about 80 people, and I was actually quite shocked. And I was like, damn, I didn't think this many people would
Nice.
actually come. I was only expecting like the people who I really knew through skating once
Mhm.
I had got back into skating. So then I threw
Mhm.
the second one. The second one happened the day that um, coronavirus kind of kicked off, and that was
Mhm.
actually the day that our governor decided to start locking stuff down. But
Mhm.
instead, they ended up putting a restriction on the capacity. And
Mhm.
I actually was told that there was like skaters coming all the way from Canada to come. So my amount of
Wow.
people that were coming had actually like tripled. And I
Mhm.
was like, wow, I didn't really think people would be coming to this. And it's been a hit. It's been a hit. So I kind of branched away from the clothing aspect of it.
Mhm.
Because for one, I think a lot of the curvy skaters didn't necessarily want to wear the brand because I don't know, maybe it's taboo for them to be labeled as
Mhm.
a curvy skater. I don't know. But
Mhm.
it wasn't really a hit with the curvy skaters. I actually got a lot of the skinny skaters wanting to wear the stuff. So,
Mm.
so I was like, I took it and just transformed it into where I do the skating events. And so
Mhm.
now this year it's been really a hit. Like tickets are like flying. So
That
that's
is
what my phone was ringing earlier.
awesome.
Yeah, so it's a hot thing. Like I have a lot of fun doing it. I had the opportunity to bring a new flavor of skating to Cleveland because Cleveland doesn't really. We're mostly known for shuffle, so they play a lot of shuffle music. And I'm originally from Atlanta. My family had me in Atlanta, and then they brought me to Cleveland. So I'm like, yo, I need that 80s feel. I need some of that Brooklyn feel. I need a skate jam. You know what I'm saying? We need to have a whole ass skate jam. So now this year we're gonna have a whole. It's a big deal this year. I'm actually nervous because with COVID, a lot of the bigger jams that we have here in Ohio actually got canceled, and mine is the first one that actually happened. So the pressure is on. So I'm like, oh my God. So
Oh, it is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
I'm excited.
Yes, you should be. You should be very, very excited. The skate jams, you were talking about how they are in Atlanta, how they are in, New York and, bigger cities and stuff like that. It's so crazy because growing up, you would see all these people out at the skating rink having a good time, and skating rink was packed. Like, I remember seeing it on movies and everything. And, nowadays, even before COVID, the skating days kind of just died down. People, really don't do it anymore. And I actually heard you mention in another interview that, a lot of people look at skating as a childhood activity. So to give a little bit more insight on that and why you say that.
So I said that because a lot of folks do. They don't look at skating as like an option for health and fitness because it was something that we did when we were kids. But skating has a lot more benefits than that. I mean, there's tons. You also gain a family. There's a lot of camaraderie in skating. Like when I say I barely had friends before skating, now like I see a friend on Facebook or they even see me on Facebook. They're like, oh my God, what up, sis? Or you go to all these different events and you be like, oh my God, I ain't seen you in forever. You running in hugging people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So not only does your body get a workout, your heart get a workout. You learn how to start loving people who are different than you. Y'all share the same passion though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's people. A lot of people look at it like, oh, that's something kids do. Man, me and my kids be out there rolling. My kids be like, come on, mommy, you got it. And I'm right with them. I let them skate in my house. So,
oh, that's awesome.
It's bigger than that. People need to learn how to be kids again anyway. So much seriousness out here.
I can definitely, I just remember, growing up, going to the skating rink. That's, that was like the time with your friends and stuff. It's the time away from the parents to go skate.
And skating today as an adult, as an adult, it's time away from adulting.
Right. And, I remember being in college and being like, y'all want to go skating, but we didn't have a skating rink in the school I went to college in. So I was just kind of like stuck, like, okay, no skating, like typical college stuff. And now, like, even now, I'm in my early 20s and I'm still like, I want to go skating. Like,
girl, you better come on.
Yes, definitely. Look, I might have to come to Ohio for real.
Come on, because I mean, I tell everybody, even though Curvy Road for now, because technically Curvy Road this year was supposed to be 2 days long. But I only made it one because I wasn't sure how folks were going to even respond with COVID going on. Now I kind of wish I made it 2 days because the response has been so freaking awesome. So I got people coming from Texas, yo. Then my sisters call me, they're like, yo, I'm coming over your birthday. I'm like, no way. My Vegas is like, yeah, I'm flying in at 6 a.m. Can you come and get me? I'm like, what? So,
wow, that is so awesome.
Yeah, you got to come on out. I tell people we have a great Sunday night session, and DJ Ivory has been our DJ for the last couple years, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know why they're honking at me, but I always tell folks, you don't just have to come for mine and go home. Come and stay a while. You know what I'm saying? You can come to my event and then have another skate session the next day and kick it with that too. So yeah.
I can tell that skating has been in your life for a very long time. With that being said, when did you begin skating?
I began skating when I was 5.
Whoa, that's
when I was like, now
Hey.
I skated from 5 to 15,
Mhm.
and then I stopped at 15 because I didn't have friends who skated.
Mhm.
That was the only. I was just like, I feel lame. No one else skates. It's just me. And then
Yeah.
I stopped skating. So I wish
Yeah.
that I never had, because when I finally came back onto the skate scene, a lot of the
Mhm.
people, they were like, oh, you just dropped out of nowhere. And I was like, no, but I've been in Ohio for a majority of my life.
Right.
And I would say, like, yo, I remember when he used to skate. I remember watching him do middle work.
Mhm.
And they was like, how do you, I used to skate around y'all, but I didn't grow up in the same city. So that's
Mhm.
why a lot of them didn't know who I was.
Mhm.
So I started back up when I was 30, only
Mhm.
because of my babies. Because
Oh,
of my,
that's awesome.
they
That is
needed something
awesome.
for the summer to do.
Mhm.
So then I turned around and was like, yo, let me show them some videos. So I showed them some
Mhm.
videos, and it was like, we want to do that. I was like, for real? It was like,
Oh.
yeah. I was like, bet. I'm about to get us a
Mhm.
whole bunch of skates. So I bought us some
Mhm.
skates, and I was like, shit, we out. And we started skating. And it's been
That is
great.
so
Yeah, they
beautiful.
love it. They be like, they got their little skate bags. People see them walking in, they be like, oh, there go Sassy kids. Now they haven't gotten as good as like a lot of the Chicago kids and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But they good. They have a great passion for it, that's for sure.
That
Definitely
is
a great passion.
super, super dope. That is so awesome. We are aware that in the skate world, your nickname is Sassy, or you go by Sassy. So, how did you get the name Sassy? And a follow up question to that is, in the skate world, does everyone have nicknames?
Yes, everybody has a skate name. Some
Okay.
folks is not like really deep into it, or no one has named them yet. But
Mhm.
I was actually named by my brother Wayne. He's not my biological brother, but he's my skate brother. And
Mhm.
he said, when I first seen you, I thought you was mean, like real sad. Like, so one day I had walked into the rink, and he just
Mhm.
started singing. Remember that Dr. Pepper commercial? And he'd be like, "It's a sweet one."
Yes.
And he started singing that when I walked in the building, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "That's your name. Your skate name should be Sassy Sweets." And I was like, "I like that." So I kept
Dope.
it. So the Sweets ended up dropping off probably about a
Mhm.
year after he was giving it to me, and everybody just kept calling me Sassy. So I just was like, "That's my nickname." So yeah.
Sassy. Nice. Nice. So basically, the skate names are just descriptions of your personality and how you
Yep.
are on the floor.
Yep. Yeah, yep. How you are on the floor, what everybody perceive you when you hit the floor. Definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, look, when I come to Ohio and get in that ring, I don't know what my name's gonna be. So I'm gonna be real fresh. So yeah, I'm gonna have to see. About
We're gonna
how
have to
long does
see
it
you. We're
take to
gonna
get
have to
a skate
see you in
name?
action. We have to see you in action, and then we can think of a name to give you. Some
Got
folks are
you.
named just based on their appearance. Like we got one young lady.
Mm.
What is her? What was that baby name? I can't even think of her name. It was just based on how she seemed like a quiet, mellow, and we kind of
Mhm.
named her based off of that. So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. With everything that you have that you're doing with the skating, the prom dresses, and you've stated, that you're a curvy woman. Has there
Mhm.
ever been a time where your confidence was down? And if so, did these two things that you're doing now help build that confidence and be able to shine that confidence onto other young girls and women of your caliber?
So my confidence, I dealt with the confidence issue mainly in high school.
Mhm.
Um, but other than that, I've always been pretty good at, if I suffer any type of emotion that's negative,
Mhm.
I've been the type that's kind of just sat there and dealt with it in quiet and worked through it and put
Mhm.
myself back where I need to be.
Mhm.
Um, Skating definitely a confidence builder. It's helped me
Mhm.
with my body confidence as far as I can say, like being secure in myself and whatever I wear. Like I
Mhm.
just learned how to dress. especially on the skateboard, because you got to be able to maneuver in whatever you wear. I
Okay.
wore full blown corsets on the skateboard. So, because I skated in a ball, so I had to put on gear to skate in what I wore.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, because big girl can't be out her sack. You can't have that. But yeah, so it's definitely a confidence builder. I've seen a lot of skaters who are like very timid, and didn't really like talk to people and stuff like that. I have seen them come out of their shell just from skating. It's been so beautiful to see. There was one young lady, her name's Mag, and I talk about her all the time because she was always worried about like her shape and her weight. And when I say baby girl has done a complete 360 in like the 2 years she's been skating, she is like super dope, super cute.
That is
and
so beautiful.
She had did a video the other day where she had her waist out, and I was like, "Oh, I see you." I was like, "I see you." She said, "I'm trying to do something, Miss Sassy." I said, "Baby, you ain't trying, honey. You done did it."
Right,
I
you
said,
are
"You just
doing
served them all type of
exactly.
waist, honey, with your waist beads on." So yeah,
Yes.
no, it's definitely a confidence. But I tell everybody, if you want to learn some confidence and feel like you done a workout, get on the skateboard.
Definitely. That is so beautiful. That story is beautiful in itself.
She ain't the only one. It's a lot of.
Oh, I am very sure that it is. That it doesn't surprise me at all. That and I honestly feel, with confidence, you can get it with pretty much everything. All you need is somebody, that's truly rooting for you. And, truly just shows you that, if I can do it, you can do it too. Or even better than what I did it. So that's, the best thing with that. With everything that you do have going on, what is your inspiration to keep going?
My kids, my family. That's it. Myself, because I want to see, some of myself too. Yeah, my kids and my family, myself.
Would you also say that they would answer the question, who is your inspiration? Or is there someone in the skate world that, just inspired you? Or even in the design world that you look up to when it comes to doing the things that you do?
I look up to my mom, first and foremost. Both my parents, actually. I look up to both of them because they're true hustlers. World. There's really not a one person that I look up to. I look up to my entire community, especially here in Cleveland. My entire community is important to me. Even the ones that don't talk to me and the ones that do. It's not right if you don't see a face on the floor that you used to see it. It don't feel right. So my entire community is my inspiration in the skate world, fashion world, business and nursing, all that. I would say my parents is my biggest inspiration, and my grandmother. My grandmother was a nurse, so she's definitely a big inspiration for me. So she's passed on now; she's gone. But yeah,
rest in peace to her.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we are coming up on the last question of the afternoon/evening. And that question is, if you could give one piece of advice to anyone who is interested in being an entrepreneur, or, getting on the skate floor and building that confidence up, or even being a nurse, what would that one piece of advice be?
Discipline. Have discipline and stick through whatever you're doing. Don't be flipping around. Try to find one thing. If it made you happy one time, kind of stick to it so you can keep, grow into whatever it is you're doing. So it's discipline, because you definitely need discipline to become a nurse. You need discipline to be a designer. And you definitely need discipline to be a real roller. Like if you want to do tricks and moves and all that type of stuff, it takes practice. So discipline. That's the best advice I could give people.
Nice. Discipline. I love that. That's powerful. Powerful word. Definitely. Yes, everybody. Please make sure you have that written down somewhere. That word discipline that's a small word, but has very, very, very big meaning behind it. Yes. Well, Miss Sassy, where can everyone find you on social media?
So you can find me in my personal page, which is at Sassy Sweet One, at
Mm-hmm.
Sassy underscore sweet underscore one, the word
Okay.
one.
Mm-hmm.
You also can find me at Custom Fit Ohio,
Mm-hmm.
and then there is at Curves on Quads as well. So it's three
Oh,
different ways, and then all three are even on Facebook as well. So
oh.
definitely three different ways. Yep.
Well, everyone, that concludes our interview for today. Ms. Sassy, I want to thank you so much for coming through on the Glow Talk today. We have truly enjoyed you and the inspirational words that you have given to the people out there that are watching. I want to thank all of you for watching today's episode. And make sure you guys are tuned in whenever we drop a video on the Glow Talk where we are glowing and growing. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.